Hey guys, welcome to Nick Draws. I am Nick, and today you are going to meet the artist. So, for today's video, I thought it would be fun to do a meet the artist kind of video, with a bit of Q&A attached. For this last bit, I asked you guys on Amino and on Instagram what you wanted to know about me. But first, I will talk about me while I'm drawing myself with one of my original creatures, the chameasle. I am a 32-year-old Dutch self-taught artist who recently got married. I never thought I would get married, to be honest, but my husband liked me and he put a ring on it. Besides my happy home life, I have a full-time job selling vitamins and giving advice. It's a 40-hour job with no creativity whatsoever, and that is why I started to do more art recently, and I wanted to try and put things on the internet. I used to have Pokemon fan art account on DeviantArt. It's probably still there, to be honest. It's under Creative Course Law. You can go check it out and see what my art style used to be. I used to link my DeviantArt with my Tumblr account where I posted commissions I did. People wanted me to draw them as Pokemon trainers, and I love to do so for free. Yep, I was really dumb back then. I probably could have asked some money for it, but no, of course not. I wanted to be kind and create stuff for others for free. Oh well, you live and you learn. Pokemon is what inspired me to do creature creations. I loved creating my own Pokemon, especially water types, because water types rule. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Anyway, I started creating them while I was in high school, and I would always give them little stories so they would fit in the Pokemon anime world. Actually, it's the same I'm doing now with the Creature Creation series. You should check out my playlist where you can see me create some lovely hybrids. You can click on the card in the right corner if you are interested in them. I'm very bad in talking about myself, so this is what I came up with by myself. Let's see what you guys wanted to know about me. So, the first one is from Simon Draws from Instagram. He asked me, when did you start drawing? Well, Simon, I was very creative when I was young, so I started very early, probably about 5 or 6 years old. I would always draw in a sketchbook or on a loose piece of paper and get caught in my own world. I know when I was about 5, I guess, the whole family went out with my grandparents for Chinese on Christmas Day, and little Nick was always sitting under the table with his color pencils drawing things. Mostly animals, and sometimes my relatives when I didn't know what to draw. Zoe Monk from Amino asked me, how do I get inspiration and has art taken over your life? Well, I normally get inspiration by going on Pinterest or Instagram. I scroll down the images, and when I see an animal or character, I can get a sort of idea. It depends on what kind of mood I'm in, to be honest. So on a good day, I will have a complete package in my head. Characters, worlds, stories. But on bad days, I simply get a shape or something to work with. But overall, it will help me create something. And yeah, art has taken over a bit. I miss creating things when I was at work, so a time ago I decided to pick up drawing again. I bought my iPad Pro with the program Procreate, and this made my life so much easier. I used to draw with Photoshop on my iMac, but with my iPad I can draw anywhere I want. For a digital artist, this is a very big deal because you can go outside to draw instead of sitting behind a desk all the time. Siren was here from Amino asked me, who is your biggest inspiration? Well, my biggest inspiration used to be the guys behind Pokemon and Digimon. They have amazing creature creation skills, and I just love the series and the stories. But nowadays some famous YouTubers have slipped into this list. Dina Norland, for example. She has amazing skills and her random creature design videos are to die for. Other YouTubers as well, for example Casey Golden, she's very creative and the way she used humor in her videos. I hope one day that I can sound so laid back in a video like her. It's a gift, I guess. Anyway, if you haven't already, you should watch both of them, and I will put a link in the descriptions down below. Candyland Girl 1234 from Amino asked, have you ever had an art block? And I can be honest with this one, because who hasn't? But most artists don't always talk about it. So yeah, I have had them on several occasions, and I normally cure it by doing fan art. When you make art with a character that somebody else already created, it takes out the stress of thinking about stuff like clothing or backstories. Doodles of an existing Pokemon, or Goku in his Super Saiyan form, or even drawings of Lucy from the anime series Fairy Tail can cure your art block. This is at least how I do it, and on the internet you can see a lot of other YouTube artists who cure it in a different way. Candyland Girl also sent in this question. What is your favorite living thing to draw? This is already something I talked about in the beginning, but animals are my favorite subjects to draw. I always have drawn animals from memory, but I use more reference nowadays and I think you can see the difference. I did a 30-day wild animal challenge on Instagram a few months ago to get a better grasp at animal anatomy and animal drawings overall. And if you want, you can check my Instagram account and join in. I have an official prompt list you can copy and use it for yourself. And if you guys tag me and lots of people join in, I eventually can do a video about it. And the last question from Candyland Girl 1234 from Amino is, what is your favorite book and movie series? My favorite books are the Percy Jackson and the Heroes of Olympus series, and recently the books with Mark's Chase in it. I love everything Greek, Roman and Norse mythology related, and I love the way Rick Riordan brings these elements together, along with humor and adventure. My favorite character has to be either Leo Valdez, the son of Hephaestus. Because of his humor, I like him and his fire powers. Or Nico D'Angelo. He's the son of Hades, and I like him because, well, he's the son of Hades, and he has a really nice secret, which I won't spoil for you guys. I know these books are meant for teens, but hey, when I read it, it makes me feel a bit younger. Anyway, if you're looking for a nice series, look up the books by Rick Riordan, and don't you worry, the books are so much better than the movies, especially the second one. Chris Creates from Amino asked, would I rate Area 51? Well, I am curious. For example, if they actually have alien life captured there and what kind of creatures I would see. But I probably won't survive. I will fall or something and probably get trampled by the horde. So I will stay safely at home. But if you go, please take some pictures for me, okay? And lastly, Lisa from Amino sent in, what do you think about add-ups? Okay, here we go. Art add-ups baffle me. Like, what's up with it? You put hours in creating a character. You draw it, you think of a backstory, and when you're done, you put it online for sale so others can use your character? It's such a mystery for me why people do this. Okay, maybe you aren't that creative, or just character creation is not your cup of tea. But mostly younger artists buy these characters for them to use, and I think it's a bit of an exploitation if you ask me. Why shouldn't you use a character somebody created? You can copy it in your own style or do some fan art. In my opinion, it's all the same. It's all fan art. Okay, you have to mention the creator of the original character, but what is wrong with that? He or she did all the work in the end. Anyway, I hope you guys understand that these are my opinions on art add-ups. You don't have to agree with me. And if you want to do one, I won't stop you. But this is just how I think about it. So this was the Q&A section. I still don't know what to tell about myself other than what I already did. So enjoy the rest of the time lapse, and I will see you guys in the end card. And there you have it. A video about, well, me. I hope you like this kind of video. It's a bit weird for me talking about myself, but I had to do it eventually. Meanwhile, I created myself and my chameasle, and this is the end result. If you enjoyed yourself, please like and comment on this video, and if you want to see more of me, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you will be notified when I post new videos. I will try to do so every Thursday. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.